Clay and its use in construction. Soil is a combination of excellent minerals and minerals created by weathering and rock destruction. Soils are divided into two categories, sticky and non-sticky, and have fine or coarse granulation. The most superficial layer is the soil surface, the type of which depends on climatic conditions, the type of primary rock, the activity of living organisms and the geographical area. Clay is one of the types of sticky soils that is used in construction. This soil is the result of erosion of metamorphic and igneous rocks, and because of its very fine grains, it is also called colloid. The important point in using this material is to choose a quality sample of it. Clay is the best material that can be used to control the temperature of the building. The use of clay helps to create heat stability in the building. Since houses are built in such a way that hot or cold weather penetrates inside in summer and winter, the use of clay in construction can be very effective in stabilizing heat and cold and controlling temperature. Clay is used in the production of construction materials such as bricks, tiles, ceramics, gypsum and soil mortars, lime mortar, mud straw and pottery. The main reason for using this material is its reasonable price, ease of use and slowness. Middle East building materials market. The construction industry is one of the most prosperous industries and businesses in the world. Working in the construction-related industries can also bring good profits. Among the items that are directly related to construction are construction materials and masonry. The Middle East is currently one of the 7 largest cement-producing countries in the world. Middle East cement has been exported to India, Russia, Iraq, Qatar, Bangladesh, China, Kenya, Sri Lanka, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Oman, and others. Despite all the obstacles created in this country, Iraq is still the first destination for clinker and cement exports in the Middle East. Kuwait and Afghanistan are next. The Middle East exports 12 million tons of clinker annually, and Iraq is the largest buyer of clinker in the Middle East. The amount of 30% of the country's clinker exports are now done through the Arvan-free zone. Arvan-free zone will soon become the first exporter of clinker in the country. Plaster, gypsum, and its uses. Plaster is a soft, white powder obtained from gypsum. This material is obtained directly from plaster and no additives are used in its production. For information about the price of this product, refer to the price section of construction materials or plaster. The plasters used for construction purposes are as follows. Whitewash plaster. The price of whitewash plaster is very reasonable. This plaster is used to cover the surface and whitewash the walls, and its color is completely white. Micronized plaster. This plaster is produced from ordinary plaster processing. Micronized plaster is used for plastering, whitewashing, and molding. In other words, it used for rendering, floating and finishing coats. Ivory plaster. Ivory plaster has a very fine granulation and its setting time is long. This material is used to kill the building and make prefabricated plaster panels. Gypton plaster. The adhesion of this type of plaster is higher than other plasters. This plaster can be applied on a variety of surfaces such as concrete blocks, foam surfaces and porous concrete surfaces. Siwa plaster. This plaster has good resistance to moisture and prevents heat and sound transfer. Siwa plaster is obtained by combining micronized plaster with other additives. This type of plaster is very suitable for underlayment. Plaster is one of the fast materials and it is used for making mortar, whitewashing the roof and walls of buildings, making prefabricated panels and decorative elements. Types of cement and its role in construction. Cement is one of the most widely used building materials and is composed of a combination of calcareous materials such as aluminum oxide and silicon. These construction materials are produced in a very soft powder and is provided to the consumer in bulk or in packages. The combination of cement with water creates a hard material called concrete, which plays an important role in strengthening various structures. Portland cement. Portland cement is one of the best types of cement that has a special application in construction. This cement has 1 to 5 types, each of which can be used in different places according to the necessary capabilities and functions. Colored cement. Colored cement is created by adding pigment to white cement. This cement creates a smooth and even surface, so it is the best option for covering the facade of the building. Colored cement has high mechanical strength and does not crack. Refractory cement. Refractory cement resists high temperatures and heat shock, corrosives, sulfates, abrasions, shocks and acidic waters. This cement hardens faster than Portland cement. Cement is the most important material in construction and it is used for various purposes such as prefabricated parts, tunnels and bridges, road construction, and concrete production. West Asian construction sand. Gravel smaller than sand is called fine sand. Fine sand is usually easily found on the beach and in the river. In civil engineering, according to the classification, ASTM called fine sand for gravels smaller than 4.75 mm and coarser than 0.075 mm of. According to the Unified Soil Classification Standard, sand is classified into 3 categories: fine, medium, and coarse. In slang, gravel is smaller than sand and coarser than sand. Sand is usually easily found on the beach and in the river. In civil engineering, according to ASTM classification, aggregates smaller than 75 mm and larger than 4.75 mm are called sand. According to the standard classification of uniform soil, sand is divided into 2 categories: fine sand and coarse sand. Solid soil particles are called sand if their diameter is between 0.50 and 2 mm. Sand is in very commonly use in construction, often providing bulk, strength, and stability to other construction materials such as asphalt, concrete, mortar, render, cement, and screed. What are civil construction materials? Building materials are used in the construction and production of various structures. In the construction of a building, different materials are used which are natural or artificial, raw, or combined, and each of them has unique characteristics. Asian construction materials are the raw materials used to build and construct a structure. We are all somewhat aware of these raw materials used in construction, and we know that the variety of these materials is very high. Building materials can be divided into raw, artificial, natural, composite, and so on. Familiarity with these materials is necessary in order to draw construction plans and their implementation, so construction activists must be well acquainted with building materials to build a durable structure. The most common materials that have been used from the past to the present and still maintain their position in the architecture and construction industry are wood, cement, metal, brick, and concrete. These materials are used in various projects due to their high strength and cost effectiveness. In today's modern world, new building materials are produced and marketed by craftsmen who have countless capabilities and advantages compared to old materials.